Alright, fellas. We're going into this with about 20 lives. I dare to bet that by the end of this, we're probably going to only be left with, like, maybe one at best.
Really?
That's quitter talk.
I think you'll be fine. Look, it's just the desert. Why are there bottomless pits in the desert?
Good question. Maybe someone was excavating, digging through these holes.
Too much digging, that's me. But hey, right away, better camera control, better analog movement. I think you'll be just fine compared to the tank control days.
Yeah, no. Imagine having to go through all this with the original game's tank controls, or premature, or what's the word? Like very outdated analog control.
Was that a life lost already?
That was a life lost already. Notice I have absolutely no rainbow gems on hand.
Okay, so yeah, I just noticed that. So that tar pit, yeah, it doesn't act as just like, a hurtable hazard or whatnot. That basically does just act like a pit.
Well,
for now anyway, until we get some...
That tar pit is... It's literally lava. If we still had any, crystals on hand, we would have still taken at least one bit of damage. Which, you may have noticed, the very few times I did die from, either that or the freezer burn, the really, really cold water in, the ice level. Ow. What was I say? Normally, when you drop on those hazardous areas at least once, you singe your ass and you lose all your crystals.
Yeah.
Even if you manage to reclaim some along the way, if you end up landing on that dangerous stuff again, that is an instant death.
Gotcha.
Oh, so it's so I see. So the issue then being that, if you're not really close to another platform or close to another, you're kind of screwed.
Oh.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, there's a little stringy over there.
They don't grant you that kind of mercy.
But can we do anything with that balloon up there?
Yes. In fact, I think that's what we're going to need to safely get back to where the cage is.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, let's give it a whirl as soon as we off it over.
Yeah, unfortunately, Croc here doesn't quite have the grip strength of a certain Bandicoot.
But now, so it's yeah. And James here is anticipating that we may be able to knock this whole game out.
I mean, it's possible. Just don't expect this session to go any shorter than the last one, because we still have one more world after this, and then a whole secret world, assuming I manage to get all the puzzle pieces.
That's true. Ooh.
And he is still quite scared about this particular desert level. He told us to be very mindful of it.
Oh, the desert world in general just sucks.
Whoops! Aw, dang, you were very close.
Alas. Just again, the platforming in this whole world is probably the trickiest throughout the whole game.
Can you use the gelatin thing to bounce up, or is it bounce you too high?
I mean, it'll bounce me high enough, but I don't think it'll be enough for me to reach that platform there. Okay, shut me up.
Hey, there you go.
I just had to time it just right.
And just like that, we're gonna get by with at least 3 less lives lost. See, it's a good day. Anyway, it's also a good day actually because I can actually report back on some positivity stuffs.
Oh.
Positivity? Well, let's lend it our way, Logan. What's all the positivity you can share with us?
Positivity? What's that? No.
Okay.
Is there anything across the edge? Oh.
Yeah, the secret entrance.
Yeah, but we need the rest of the gems first.
Gotcha.
Elephant.
Elephant, the elephant.
He's so cubey.
It's kind of funny though. I like this little guy. But
He's adorable.
But wait a minute. The thing I learned is that nice. The thing I learned is that so when we were talking about the clue finders and the edutainment stuff the other day, I decided to do some digging around, and I did actually manage to. I did manage to actually stumble upon and find this guy on archive.org who had a base install version of every Clue Finders game, including the one with that work on, and they all work on modern hardware and stuff.
Sweet.
So it's like they all function very similarly to how Collection Chamber works, in that it's just a single run .msi installation, and then it'll just all run in-house. The first game has to run on DOSBox because it was just that old, but every other game will just run natively inside. Oh no, Ghosty.
Okay, so throughout every single portion of the desert, we're now going to be encountering these darkened areas with ghosties in them. And what these ghosties do is that they follow a trail of gems here. Now, if you're a dumb schmuck and collect all of them along the way, the ghost is going to outpace you.
Oh.
And that's not something you want to do, because at the end of this trail is going to be a silver key, with which the ghost can take and disappear with.
Oh gosh, it is picking up the speed. Now, is there a reason why? Nice. Now, is there a reason why you had to go a certain path, or you couldn't just skip all the way to the key, like make a right at that intersection as opposed to going straight?
No, the funny thing about that is I should have taken that right, but I forgot about that shortcut.
All good, all good.
Or at least I forgot which way was the shortcut.
But hey, it's all good. You got the thingy, and we are off to... Oh, no.
To the mud pits!
I want to go to mud pits.
Oh, and I don't like mud. It's muddy.
But hi, don't you remember what old Dennis Hopper used to say? Mud baths make you clean.
Well, no, they make you clean. The mud baths make you feel clean and dirty at the same time, which is paradoxical.
Never trust a Hopper.
Well, hey.
Oh, hey.
Actually, I don't even need to be that way yet.
Anyway.
Oh, there goes that little bean. Anyway, so yes, I was able to get it working, and so far I have I'm testing like full playthroughs before I do anything. But I have been so far. I've so far managed to test. I managed to beat all of Clue Finders for the 3rd grade. Aren't I special? And I also managed to beat all of the Clue Finders reading adventure. These are not achievements that I'm like talking about as if I have any pride in them, but it's just nice to go back and be like, okay, yeah, this does work.
I mean,
well, hold on. Here's a more important question: is there a 5th grader version?
Yes, there is.
Did you manage to beat that?
I don't think he's gone to it yet.
I don't want to talk about it.
But yeah, just
hey, if you did, you can at least say you're smarter than a 5th grader.
But listen, like there's a point to bringing this up. That means, for going through them like that, it means you can. What am I to say? You can ensure that there won't be any problems whenever we do them for the channel.
So problem.
What's up?
There's a couple things I need to do some more tinkering with. So here's the thing. First step. Life. First thing I learned, not unfortunately, is that, so, when I was playing Clue Finder 3rd grade, in the DOSBox version, there was an interesting little, I don't want to say glitch, but there was an interesting little, gimmick thing that was happening with me, which was, because of how they had the DOSBox configured, and I have no idea how to, not configure it that way, alright, feeling bad. Suddenly, this feels like a level that was probably meant to be in another world, but they just kind of slapped it in here.
Oh boy.
Ow.
Also, how's that electricity working well underwater without frying everything around it?
Yeah, 30-mile radius. Man, I don't know. Best not to think about it. But the thing that I learned was that there's this little gimmick or glitch thing that's happening where after every cutscene, whenever I get to the next scene where there's supposed to be something happening, because there's dialogue, there's animation, cutscenes and all that stuff.
Right.
In the DOSBox in Clue Finders 3rd grade, every time I get to the end of a cutscene and the next area is supposed to load in, the voices and everything loads in except for the background music. I have to walk away and then come back, and then the music loads in with the rest of that screen again.
I see.
I need to look into how to fix that. Otherwise, I may just have to again resort to post-commentary editing to account for that.
Didn't we agree that we were gonna do them post-com anyway?
Probably, yeah. I think we were, just to save on the repetitive nature. Because I can tell you right now, what?
I just realized I may have made too much progress.
Oh, was there a time we missed back there?
Well, I know at the very beginning there's still that cage we still need to open up, but I'm just trying to remember how the hell You know what? I remember now. I was a goof.
You're not a dunderhead.
Listen, I'm a goof.
You're not just a goof,
right
though.
behind. Yep, those cheeky devils.
That's right. There was one behind.
Dang it, Croc! I expected better of you. You were
hoping you weren't just a goof, but you ended up being the goof.
Speaking of, we gotta figure out whenever Tara wants to watch that movie already.
I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna say right now, it's gonna probably be a little while before we can get him on board.
I want to see the Not Just Goof documentary.
Well, I mean, at this point, we could just watch that anytime.
Well, actually, I say me too, but I actually have watched it a couple days ago.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Okay, that's good then. Okay, I'm looking for.
Now everyone else is got to catch up.
Yeah. Where was I going with this? So. Where is it? But yeah, so that was an issue that I have to like account for. But yeah, the idea is that I would ideally do the Clue Finders post-com because doing so would likely cut out like a lot of the backtracking. Like, because even when I like raise the difficulty of the puzzles up a lot, there's again it's a game for children. There's a lot of repeating itself. Like, it's in like, oh, these are the instructions. Don't forget them now. And even after, oh, lucky. Yep. And even after that, like, say in the first game, James, like a big gimmick is that for each of the hit the table in like such rage. No, for each of the main quests that you're going for, the formula that it follows is. Here's an area. There are, various edutainment games that you can like, fulfill, be it math, logic, or letter, whatever related. Solve those, and we'll give you these goodies. Normally, you wouldn't think much of it, but then you'll get to the great like towers or the walls or the pits of boiling lava or whatever. And in order to boiling lava, and in order to proceed, you have to use the. We get to keep the thing though, right?
Yeah, I keep the Gobbo.
Okay, good.
And the color gem.
Nice. Then you
Then basically, when you get to the great puzzle, those collectibles are essentially ammo that you use to try to solve the great puzzle.
Right, and eventually, it's not too hard at first. It's like, oh, okay, like, you have to fill in, like, for instance, like, on a number grid, you have to fill in, like, 6 of the numbers. That was mean. You have to fill in, like, 6 of the numbers. Then, eventually, you have to fill in 10 of the numbers. So, you only have 10 ammunition in each one. So, if you aren't planning well enough in advance, you will, like, mess up, and you will then need to go... You will then need to go back to that to the game where you got the particularly the particular colored bag of bugs or snag nets or berries or whatever, yeah. And then you need to return and do that process all over again. This is all to say that if I do a post-com, I could just cut out all of that. Just say, hey, you've seen it, what each type of game is like once. Right. Maybe I'll do it like 2 or 3 times to like get you an idea of it, and then, just continue from there. If I do it like that, I'm positive I could probably show off the entire game in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, my thing is that, because, again, the first one is the only one that I have, like, a solid amount of experience with. Like, I've only remembered, like, inklings of the 5th grade one. So I don't know if that whole process of, like, needing to, air quotes, grind the minigames to solve the greater puzzles, I don't know if that's, like, a continuous formula throughout the series, or if that's just something that's exclusive to the first game.
It actually isn't. It's, because I think in 4th grade, which is the big one I started with, and Toy Story Adventure, so for, I can say right away, but with Toy Story Adventure, you only have to do each game 3 times in a row,
right.
to get, because you need 3 of each, because you're collecting parts for the shrinking ray, because spoilers, you get shrunk. My gosh, that was incredible. Die. So you need 3 spark plugs, 3 gumballs, I don't know why, 3 like conduit, or semiconductors. So you only have to do each game 3 times, and there's no like randomized like farming. It's just once you got them, you're done. And then and another one I just did the reading. So I guess technically, so another one I recently did the reading adventure one, where you go to a different planet entirely to help save an entire alien race from a sorceress or whatever. When you go to that planet, the way that they do it is every every puzzle requires a consumable item, be it a lava rock or a firestone or ruby or whatever they call them. So what you need to do is you need to do this one very brief mini game where basically you just it's all controlled with your mouse. Like, wait a minute.
Oh no.
Where's the
Are you
serious? What did I miss?
A purple one. Oh, let me look it up. I got you. Mud baths.
I'm usually pretty good about finding these things.
Let me see. Mud Pit Mania. Purple crystal. Okay, that's the one that's disguised as a normal crystal. Sure, but where is it?
Oh boy. Well, you know what? I know that there were like a handful of them.
Apparently it's in the underwater section. So if you go back in there, we'd be in the underwater section again. Yes. Okay. So this is underwater now. Pass through the electric fences quickly. Tail attack the jellyfish or avoid them, and definitely grab the purple crystal disguised as a normal crystal between the two of them.
Oh my god, was it the one crystal I noticed was just hanging around?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't pick that up.
So now we know. But thank goodness we could backtrack. Yeah, that's it there.
Well, what do you
I grabbed all but the one I needed.
I'm
Jesus
coming
Christ.
home. There you go.
Well, who would have thunk?
Well, at least, again, thank goodness it would let us backtrack. We didn't have to do the whole level again.
Also, thank goodness collecting it also counts as like a little extra hit point.
Yep.
Lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. These are the kinds of things that make you a kleptomaniac as an adult.
All good.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
I mean, we don't have that much further to get back to.
Hold it.
I guess. Well, you know, in that case, Logan, tell us more about these clue finders you've been so thorough about talking about.
Sorry, I grew up with them.
Hey, I'm not faulting you. I'm fascinated by this.
So the reading thing is you have to do this like little like helicopter style game or whatever where like you click and drag this drone around. It's a simple like, hey, you gotta give a dude some warning. Oh great, not the ghost again.
Oh, trust me, Logan. Every single bonus we're going to be encountering in the desert involves the ghost.
Now, are you jumping because like you jump faster while you move faster while jumping?
Either that or to avoid collecting all these gems. These are the things that are going to slow the ghost down.
Oh,
okay.
Those things actually slow the ghost. Interesting. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, again, if you've been collecting them, if you collect every single one along the way, that ghost is going to outpace you.
Interesting. Okay, that actually is interesting. Then nice. Then we'll just chill. That actually is interesting. That like then it actually encourages you to like platform around and avoid
greedy.
them. Nice. Actually, I found a neat. And there you go. So you need it's a very simple mini game that you play in the reading adventure where I hate how that thing looks. I do not like how that looks. You
Well,
sniffed it
why
up.
to you too?
It's like
Give me a kiss, sugar plum.
it'll show you 3 words, pick the one that doesn't belong. Like, oh, here you see like or sorry, there are 4 objects or whatever, like 4 words, and it's like, oh, 3 of them are clearly based on kitchen utensils. Pick the one that's saying like lawnmower. And you're like, that doesn't make sense. So you pick that one up and that's the one you need, and okay, there's gotta be a platform. Oh, button.
Yeah, there's a catch to this, as always. Behold.
Oh my goodness!
It's a
Nice.
good thing Croc's upper arm strength is as steady as ever.
Nice. So there, I know. So there, so that would be then. So basically, then in that one, you use those stones or rubies or whatever to power the machines that you would then do the puzzles, and you need 5 clues from each of them. So, basically, you need at least 10. If you're not going to screw up at the mini games, you need 10 of each. So again, not really much farming. It does lead to one of my least favorite puzzles in the game, like franchise ever. Not a fun one. It's effectively, hey, you know the game Mastermind, where you have to guess like, oh, two in the right spot, 2 in the wrong spot, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but you have to spell a word, which you think, oh, that doesn't sound, oh, cheeky. Which you think, oh, that doesn't sound that hard, but like, 3-letter word, no problem. 4-letter word, okay, it's getting a little bit. 5-letter word with the entire English language at your disposal, and even thinking for like, that age, like there are you become surprised at how many 5-letter words there are, and you have to like guess and know which letter goes where. It gets a little tricky for me. Anyway, nice. 4th grade adventure was the other big one I remember learning because it was all about Egypt.
Ooh.
And that one, I know I needed like You needed some items, but again, I don't believe you needed. You did not need to collect a random amount like ammo for that one either. Thankfully, Hype. It was just like collect like 10 of them, and then you can like get to the next chapter or next stage of what you're looking for and stuff.
Okay.
But let's see, fifth grade, it became like you're saying. Fifth grade, it had a similar system where you needed to get like these tiles. I forget what they were called, but you needed tiles in order to play the big major puzzles to like open each door, and those were like ammunition basically, where you needed them because it would be like one of them would be like, oh, basically one way that they would work it. Just a moth.
Yeah, we already found the Gobbo that was in there.
Cute. Like one way they do it is you reach these doors and there are these 3 giant heads, and the way they function is when you put a tile into one of their mouths, they will do a random mathematical operation that you have to figure out by watching what they do. So like you realize, oh, my tile says the number 5, and I just put it inside this thing's mouth, and now it says 11. Okay, this thing must be adding 6 to every tile I put in it. Oh, this one multiplies it by 3 every time. And so then by doing that, you have to then use all of their heads together to figure out how to get each number that you want to open the door. But since it's randomized, whoosh! But since it's randomized every time, like, it's possible that you would, like, run out of tiles, yada yada. 6th grade, I don't believe had an ammo system about its puzzles. I think that one was more straightforward. Just complete each task and you're good. The math one to counter the reading one, I believe that one was not random either, or non-ammo either. That one's like you're solving puzzles for everybody. And for every puzzle you solve, they give you a clue that helps you like figure out the logic of who must have stolen this treasure or whatever. So it'll basically be like clue logic, where like one of them will say, oh, it definitely was not, like, the object I remember, the object that was stolen definitely was not purple. So then you go to the cube and you're like, okay, I can now eliminate every item that's purple on it and stuff like that. So that one it's actually kind of funny that one you probably could solve even fewer puzzles than needed if you're good at your logic stuff. Nice. That's just the way to go back. Yeah, look. That's fine. How do you do? Anyway, I'm rambling a lot, but and the other games I've never like played them all. No, I've never played the haunted. Ooh, shortcut to the right. I think.
I forget what's on the right actually.
I think it's a shortcut.
Might just be here.
I think it's a shortcut.
Oh, that just takes me to the cage.
Okay, hopefully the key. Oh no, the key would be right back here.
Watch as I pass by the ghost while he's going in the opposite direction.
That was cheeky.
Cheeky.
Oh, ghost. Okay.
Oh, egads, ghosts.
Ghost.
Oh, and then it goes this way. Okay. I'm getting so lost now. Okay, so then we go here. Okay, and then
we go this way.
And then you grab
the balloon and hold and be prepared to hold forward.
No,
it just takes me back here anyway.
I'm so confused where the heck we are. Okay, then up.
I'm so confused. Well, at least there's the key.
Okay, so now we can go back. Okay, that was so weird. I apologize for that misdirection. All right, so now we can just head back to the bouncy spring.
Yeah, just take whatever I still have left.
Anyway, yeah, I never played the Haunted Fairground one. I probably should give that a look-see. Nice. And then I never played the Hodgepodge one that, you know, has the secret, Carmen Sandiego like Easter egg at the end, because that same studio made a couple Carmen Sandiego games as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of thing that did, like, has that studio made, like, were they responsible for making Carmen Sandiego in the first place, or were they just the ones that picked up the mantle later?
I think they picked up the mantle later.
Yeah, so if you're talking about learning company, oh, nice bonus stage. I was saying, if you're talking about our boss stage.
No, our next boss stage.
Fish.
Now watch as Baron Dante does a little swirly.
Oh. I have arms.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that just happened.
Also, be careful of that big fish over there. He hasn't had much sleep.
Oh dear.
You see the red in his eyes?
I do.
But yeah, I think this is going to be the one, like, probably the only level in the game that's primarily a swimming level. So take that for what you will.
Hey, hi. Interesting, like, potential detail I'm curious about. What are Emma Frost's abilities again?
Emma Frost, she is a telepath, a very powerful one, and
Okay,
she
that
can
explains
turn
it.
her... Excuse me?
So I'll finish my thing after that, but continue, because I'm curious to learn more.
Okay. Like I said, she's a telepath, and she also can be able to, like, change her skin into a diamond-like toughness so that she can be able to be, like, impervious to, like, physical damage and whatnot. I don't think she can use her telepathy while in this form. I think it varies, but yeah, those are her two primary powers.
Okay, because
You know, that's interesting. Because honestly, whenever I think Emma Frost, I think she has, like,
ice.
I don't know. Basically, what I mean to say is that her name is hella misleading, because I imagine she had, like, ice powers at first.
Yeah. Then you had Luna Snow for that. But yeah, okay, so, okay, then that... Okay,
Or Iceman.
Iceman, yeah. So, okay, so that actually then makes sense. Basically, an interesting detail somebody just pointed out is in Marvel Rivals, oh, Neptuna, how do we find him?
Neptuna!
Oh, I get it, because he's a fish. Oh, okay, you just wallop him. Alright, got it. Basically, an interesting detail somebody just noticed in Marvel Rivals, is that, nice, is that, oh gosh,
Ow.
an interesting detail somebody just noticed, Hype, is because she's a telepath, so far, bless you,
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
so far, she's the only, whoa, jeez.
I forgot he had that attack.
She's the only character so far that, nice. Again, the fact that they have no, like, dying animation is a bit silly to me still, but,
Yeah, and I mean, again, this was a thing in the original game as well. I guess they just didn't have the time, or they forgot to.
oh well. Poof.
Boom.
I want that reaction. Anyway.
Eek! A real crocodile!
But, what was it?
Also, I love the bird has a freaky snorkel. It's time to go, Croc. Okay. And now for the Arabian Heights.
Ah, nice. But, what was it? Because she's a telepath, she's the only character who the voice actor for Groot actually has a full conversation dialogue with her.
Oh yeah, I saw
actually,
that. It's pretty funny.
Like, basically, because she can actually read Groot's thoughts, like, they actually got Groot's actor to actually, like, for the first time for this, like, say full meaning sentences now, because she can actually hear what he's intending every time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm also just surprised if you just read his thoughts and it doesn't still say "I am Groot."
No, he's a quite eloquent tree. We just can't hear.
Oh, I
it.
don't doubt that. It's just a matter that again, that's all he can say.
I fucking love you guys. That'll be later. But yeah. So far, I mean, I feel like you've been like stressing too much, James. I think this has been a pretty chill like ride so far into the desert lane.
Well, aside from the second level where I completely brain farted twice.
But it was
Look,
not
we
like.
all
But it
have,
wasn't. Yeah.
We all have our little mess ups now and then.
Gosh, I know I had it like happen a few times with me in my games.
Also, you may have noticed they spawned at least 3 or 4 of those imp Dantinis all over.
Yeah.
Be prepared for them. Be prepared for that because they're going to start doing that more frequently.
I mean, yeah, they gotta start upping the difficulty. Oh, jeez, you weren't kidding.
Again, imagine having to put up with this shit with only tank controls.
No, thank you. Whoa. Whoa. And not to mention all these dang platforms that have little slopes attached to them. Whoa.
Yeah, I guess it's also a good time to also mention something that you're going to notice, like, the further into the game you go, is that the platforms themselves all have a slight bit of magnetism that allows Croc to easily perch himself on them.
I mean, I guess I mean, I'll chalk that up to them trying to. Jeez, I'll chalk that up to them trying to like take a little bit of pity on us to like, especially with tank controls, as you said, like keep this a little more fair.
Right. I mean, honestly, it's a lot more obvious when you're playing with these kinds of analog controls. But I'd say it's less of a hindrance than it sounds.
Okay.
Like in the wrong hands, it absolutely would be probably the worst thing in the world to have to put up with.
And presto!
Yoink, we got another Jiggy.
Oh my gosh, that's already one Jiggy away.
Make that 3 Jiggies.
Oh, okay, fine. Sand and freedom.
We still have one more world after this. Now for sand and freedom.
Well, there's certainly sand.
There's sand. It's everywhere.
But how free am I?
Well, I'm free enough to go over here and find this Gobbo over here.
He's not even trapped. He's like, dude, I was just meditating.
Probably at that time for the Gobbo to admit that he can't jump.
I've never jumped. How do you see if that movie's any good?
It's fine. Like, I feel like the way I say it is that, like, it's overhated. Like, I feel like people overblow a lot of its flaws, but I still wouldn't necessarily call it great by any means. Like, it's just fine.
Okay.
What movie are we referring to?
The Garfield movie.
The Garfield movie, the one that just came out recently.
Okay.
Because that's one was like, yeah, you ever jumped from a train before? I've never jumped. Oh, this is a trap!
Oh.
Goodness me.
Think
That was
you
a
thought
death
it was gonna
balloon.
fall, huh? Yeah, you.
Just
I
kidding.
forgot I already took that balloon.
Just kidding. Freaking Slippy.
Man, I'm still fucking better at that whole revival period for Star Fox floundered.
Did absolutely nothing with it. Well, the part that was annoying was that like they had a like, even if the game like was a bit of a non-starter because it was on Wii U and stuff, like the part that I'm mad about is that like they proved like they had a really solid concept. Tricky. They proved they had a very solid concept for like that anime like rendition of it with like the actors and like with the art style and stuff, and then they did nothing with it after that first like.
Well, I
pilot.
mean that was purely made just to be a opener for the game itself. Which I guess is funny in retrospect, considering it does also try to set up stuff that the game doesn't even really acknowledge.
Explore anymore, yeah. My name is
Fuck. Apparently, like they try to make it sound like Peppy had some sort of know-how about the whole like
Andros and what happened with his father.
the whole nonsense with Venom and portals.
My name is Fox McCloud. My father's dead.
My father's dead.
That's all you gotta know about him. Meanwhile, Fox in Space is finally getting to episode 4, I believe, or 3.
It's 3. Listen, Fox in Space has properly been started since literally around the same time that Star Fox Zero came out, and we've only been able to get 2 episodes because animation takes time and effort.
Dude,
Well, also not helped by the fact that, like, in the middle of animating one of the episodes, he completely rehauled his entire animation process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He realized one way was absolutely not going to be sustainable anymore. And then, I need to double check this really quick here. I'm actually very curious if I can find that data one more time.
By the way, did you guys know that he now, like, migrated over the blue sky?
Yes, you did show us the post he made, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking to myself, that is exactly what I was hoping to see from him doing more stuff with Fox and Wolf.
Yeah. I wonder how much... I think we talked about this before. How much longer do you think they're going to spend in the past before they cut back to present day?
Well, it looks like this one's going to cut back to present day now, because now it looks like it's Wolf. Remember, that was the whole bit of, like, Wolf and Fox, like, there's only one thing I'm missing. A shower?
A shower?
Wow. Rude.
Well, I mean, like, those are great, but then again, it's not... I don't entirely know if those really count as, like, canonical to episodes, because I also remember, like, around that time, he also uploaded that Trick or Treat one.
Yeah.
That's
Like, there's
true.
something he's been doing for shits and giggles, and that absolutely feels like one he did purely for shits and giggles.
I just
okay.
love Wolf through that whole thing. Just the way he, like, legitimately breaks down the, are you good?
Yeah, no, I know Matt's not a fan, like, fully of it. I think he's just, like, it's something about, I think it's, what the
fuck?
hell?
Oh.
What popped
What
us?
happened?
I don't know. I
Oh,
guess
maybe that
scorpions
fit-
have a bigger sting than I was anticipating.
Probably.
Sheesh.
But I was about to say,
I-
like, it's funny you say that. I thought Matt technically hadn't seen the show yet.
Well, it was, like, from what he saw in the previews, I think he just wasn't, like, as... No, I don't know. I may be putting words into his mouth in this. I just know that he said he wasn't, like, as interested in them about, like, the presentation and style. I don't know. But
I mean, like, I don't think he's necessarily a big Star Fox fan to begin with, isn't he?
fair. But I like what they're doing with the characters. I like the style they're going for. Like that.
Yeah,
I like the Adult Swim style that they're going for with it.
And like, yeah, presentation-wise is fine. Like the dialogue, I think, is fine. I think they make it.
It's kind of like if you were.
Oh.
It's like if you take Star Fox and you apply it to give it the same old style of like Johnny Quest or C Lab 2020.
Yeah,
I was gonna say maybe Venture Bros.
that too.
That too.
All right, back the other way. Not too
Oh, back to the old grind.
Actually,
too
now
burn,
that I
not
say
too burn.
Venture Bros, just imagine, like, imagine, if you will, a universe where if they decide to go whole hog with voice acting for Star Fox, they get Patrick Warburton to put on a southern drawl for Wolf.
Maybe.
That would be interesting.
Also, this is okay. This is a little bit more. This is a little bit more dire than just mud pits now.
More dire than the dire wolves that were thought to have been brought back.
Well, sort of. Apparently, they're not. They're still kind of dead. But this is like now a new
Yeah.
offshoot that's close-ish to them, or.
Why you gotta get our hopes up?
Basically, it's a classic case of scientists trying to play God again.
Surely this can't go wrong.
Because, you know, the dozens of movies proving that's a bad idea clearly haven't sunk into people's head to make them think, maybe this is a bad idea.
Okay, good.
You got five. They gotta stop doing that. Okay.
I swear these instantaneous load times are going to be the death of me.
Did they used to actually have like full loading screens for every one?
Yes.
Gosh.
Well, mainly in the PS2, mainly in like the PlayStation and Saturn versions. I think on PC it was still pretty quick,
Okay.
but not this quick.
Not that serious.
Rabbit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Where are we going? Balloon, you gotta tell us where we gotta stop.
I don't like
nice.
it. There we go.
Oh, that was
Over
actually
there.
pretty straightforward. Okay.
Huh. What's over there, actually? Who cares? I got what I needed.
Get out here for that ghost shows up. Life.
Get out here before he pecks me another one.
And...
I still haven't washed my mouth over the last time he did that.
Oh, great. With the faith. Alright. Why not?
It's not like we've been doing that like throughout the entirety of this game so far.
Believe it or not, Croc's walking on air. Oop.
Oh, hello.
Whoa. Boop. That's a clever little sneak.
That is a sneak.
What the hell do we
And
do
honestly,
here?
probably for the best because I could use a little extra.
Oh, what the?
The hell?
What? Oh, water.
There's water around these pots.
You know what they say. So...
You know what they say? All water.
Why
so
is
this is
water?
So this was just a bonus life room.
Thank God.
Okay. Nice. Alright, we're good.
Yeah,
Alright,
you're
we're all
right.
set.
Back to the sparkles.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Sparkle. Fuck yeah, sparkle. Anyway,
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
so yeah. Where's it going with this? Oh gosh, I already forgot. Oh, now I remember. So yeah, that's our overall plan. Is I'm looking forward to where that's gonna go. Oh, I remember now because you were talking about how animation is super expensive.
And also, you know, time effect. Like, you know, it's very time consuming.
Oh yeah, I'm learning that the hard way now that I'm starting to get my feet wet back into doing some more pixel art.
I recently learned because I decided to check out that recent. Because yes, I was interested. I was like not interested. I was curious about it when I first saw it recommended to me. Was those Minecraft style Five Nights at Freddy's animations by Mob Entertainment, the people who do the animation work for Poppy's Playtime. Which I can say that the game design and game level design for some of the stages is a little rougher than others, but I will not discredit that the art and animation presentation. Oh boy, the art and animation.
I remember hating this part in particular.
Oh, you gotta do more of those box walks.
Something like that.
Well, yeah, we gotta wait because we need to spawn platforms.
I mean, I guess to be fair, around this time I think I was running on a low life deficit.
Okay, but see, that's a
there
little
you
bit
go.
nicer. But was it they do those Fazbear and Friends thingy where, rightfully so, and they do call themselves out on it at least, is the fact that they call themselves out on the fact that a lot of their channel had become what we know as content farming, where somebody was like, "Oh, quick, draw, have it be Five Nights at Freddy's with the Bendy and Ink Machine characters, with Baldi's Basics, all in a Squid Game parody, for no other reason than just to parody it." But yet, they do their best to try and inject some bits of writing into it. But anywho, the important bit is that this most recent episode tried to in a wink nudge way actually call attention to that and how they do want to now work on outputting more quality, less they want to put into more short form content because it's easier for them to make a budget and money on, because they did outright admit that. So there was that music video that they recently did for the Amazing Digital Circus that had all of the voice actors, singing as their parts and stuff.
That's right.
All 3D animated, again with their stuff. Cost them over $100,000 to make.
Yeah.
Just for the amount of time, the rendering, the hours, because if you watch the music video, it goes places to keep a professional quality and stuff the whole time.
Would you say it's about as out there and arguably psychedelic as the actual Digital Circus?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, got all the same voice cast back, and
that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, then I learned in that video, because they're like, "Oh, surely it couldn't have put the budget too far back. The last one cost $100,000." And then cue the Digital Circus sensibly, but really that much? Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, honestly, you mentioned that whole notion of hey, we want to deviate from doing content form stuff and want to put actual quality into our videos. Meanwhile, all of the short attention span babies that content forms thrive on, they're like, no!
Generous of you to picture that they can pronounce a 2-letter word yet.
I said
We're
no.
still working. I said 2-letter. I know. I'm saying that. I was saying.
Oh, I thought you said
two
syllable. My bad.
No. Oh, nice. Good delay.
Well,
Anyway,
I
that's
get
my.
that, Jim, just in case.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my sass for the. Yep. They would have done it again to you. They almost got you again. No.
Yeah. By the way, keep that stunt I pulled in mind for one of the later levels in the game.
Oh, they're gonna continue that cheekiness.
It's damn near required to get through certain platforms.
The hover, the delay thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, the delay while in the midair while you go Yazoo!
Oh, that guy needs to take care of himself. He's on fire, literally.
He's on the hot one streak.
Yeah, yeah, for real. It is possible to kill him, but only when he's not on fire.
Yeah, which doesn't look like he leaves you a big window of opportunity. Oh,
he really doesn't.
But you got him.
I gotta act quick because that guy will respawn after a little while.
Really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, all enemies do.
okay.
Speaking of the devil, he's already back.
You can't stop me.
Can't stop me! I'm on fire 24/7. Ah!
Hot wings for life. Why?
I'll never be put out. But please, for the love of God, try!
Oh, I thought you were about to say, I'll never be satisfied. Never! Whoosh. Done. Okay. So...
Every ointment I've tried hasn't worked.
The ointment's on fire.
My wife is on fire.
Yes. I mean, yeah. You try sleeping in a bed next to that thing without catching on fire.
I just feel bad. The wife didn't do anything to deserve that.
I mean, I don't know, Hype.
That's not too bad.
When you fall in love with a guy who's on fire 24/7, and we fall in love with a guy who's on fire 24/7, and you get in the same bed as him, catching on fire is like, I would argue, like 20% your fault at that point. Like, you knew what was gonna happen.
Listen, she probably thought that she could fix him. Whoop!
Alright.
Now I know what I gotta do.
Yep.
Going back to that intersection, turn right.
Yay.
And don't be stupid and grab every single crystal along the way.
I was gonna say, it's not your fault, fully. Like, they're putting a lot of narrow platforms suddenly.
But greed is good. Not in this case, it ain't.
Gosh, imagine a stage like that, like an actual Wario stage where you... Imagine a Wario... Jeez. Imagine a Wario stage where you actually have to hold the phone. Oh, you're right.
Oh, right.
Imagine a Wario stage where the puzzle is you actually have to not collect money in the stage.
I hate puzzles.
I could not imagine a worse hell.
I don't think such a thing even exists in any Wario game, but I could see that being a challenge run.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which, for some of them, I'm pretty sure is damn near impossible.
Oh, I mean, well, Wario 1 absolutely is impossible because you have those toll gates you gotta get through.
Super Mario Land 3 would be impossible. And you know what? It'd also be a beach.
Ha! Just like the... Oh, we're almost out of this one.
Thank God.
Is the next world, you think, any better?
Only marginally.
Fair
I would
enough.
say at the absolute worst, the first level you go through is probably the biggest wall it has.
Okay. Oh. Let's see.
So, before we proceed, we're going to have to go through, like, we'll pretty much have to go in a whole rotation of a room to grab everything we need to.
Yeah, fair enough.
And again, I just can't stand those stinking imps.
Can't ever get it. Ever have nice things here.
Like, the moment they see you, it's like, you better haul ass.
I love that. So, well, not that particular bad. Just thinking.
You love to haul ass whenever you encounter an imp.
I'm not gonna stick around when there's an imp afoot. Now, especially now when it throws laser beams. Ah, that's clever.
Laser beam feet.
Laser beam feeting. Oh my gosh.
You know what they say? Beat feet.
Let's see. Otherwise, been playing it. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'm up to 4th. I've beaten 2 of the Clue Finders games. I'm sure I can figure out the means of doing those post-com eventually. I don't know if I should start with those or if I should start with something else like the Pajama Sam or the Spy Fox or like one of those other games.
I'd say Pajama Sam would be a good start.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, in that case with Pajama Sam, I almost wonder if I should just do that one live then.
I don't see the harm in it.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, like, I don't think that one requires as much repetition by comparison.
Okay. Oh yeah, yo. The only thing that we just need to make sure we establish, like off the cuff, is that I'm not doing a quote unquote 100% playthrough of the game because of the whole like randomized playthrough system they have.
To be honest, like, I don't think those are the kind of games that really reward you for going 100% anyway.
Yeah, it's purely just for those that like to replay it on a regular basis.
I mean, the most you get is let's check the other side. I mean, the most you get is
Yeah, don't forget the Firefly.
Okay, we're gonna.
There should be another one on the other side.
We're going challenge mode. There you are. Ah, yes.
Oh.
Now we'll want to backtrack because I just remembered. I think.
Well, we kept the key at least.
Well, we got the key.
You got spiked into oblivion, but you got the But yeah, no, because
You ever see yourself getting forcibly submerged in lava and then never being able to hop back out?
I would genuinely, I probably would feel mad. Like, I would feel actually pissed off if, like, I was on lava and then God was, like, actually, like, holding me like a noogie, like, into the lava, like, no. It was like, what the? I could be frustrated and be kind of annoyed, like, oh, that was weird in the game, but a Croc should be pissed.
I mean, God, just imagine this little bugger with angry eyes.
Just like, just draw them above their eyes, like, now he's an angry boy.
Now you know he's not someone to be trifled with.
What's so funny?
Can you bring up the UI again? Is there like a button to press, like make that thing come back up? I'm just imagining like angry eyes on everything now, on the Gobbo, on Croc, and they both just like, just again
Even
with
the Gobbos.
right, just again, just with the simplest like V drawn, like just, and just suddenly just give it the freaking Kirby treatment. I don't know.
No. Give it the fucking give it the worms treatment from like Mario and Luigi Brothers ship.
Oh
those
yeah.
worms.
The creepy crawlies.
I never knew that they did that, and James, I saw that clip suddenly of like, if you like hammer them, because I mean that makes sense because you don't get the hammers until after that level anyway, depending on who you go to first. But like, but yeah, you freaking like, you just hammer them and they're just like, I'm sorry, what did you just attempt to do?
Dude, what the fuck?
What was that again?
Run that by me one time. Speak right here.
Like, you wanna run that by me again?
And it's just like, and it's like so silent, has no other animations, just a slow head tilt. Whichever developer, nice. Whichever developer had that idea, like, props to you, and nice. Okay, we're on path, we're on par. Woo! There's another Gobbo. We're still short of Gobbo, so hopefully we're gonna find another one around here.
We should. Hopefully. Maybe.
Just need 2 more Gobbos, then the bonus one. There's the key to the...
You know, Croc would be the type of platforming mascot that would also have his own edutainment spin-offs.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't. Like, that was all the rage back then. Freaking Rayman learns, you learn.
Yeah, no, like I would say Rayman was like the biggest advocator for that direction.
Rayman Learns. I
Yeah.
thought it was called Rayman Junior.
There was a handful of edutainment style Rayman games back in those days. Like there was like learning English or whatever, and learning like math. There was like the brain games and all that. Like if you ever go on the Rayman wiki, just look up every single like bit of edutainment style game Rayman had. You'd be somewhat surprised. And again, you know what? Props to those games, because that was how I was able to get that one picture I used for my Dear Matilda gag.
Oh, right.
All right, the one birthed from the Mario video that I showed you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like I say this not to take a jab at the guy that made it. You know, I'm sure he worked hard on it, and it is funny. But like that, I feel like that one gag is probably like the biggest highlight of the entire thing. Just the whole like, "Hey Luigi,
Mario."
It was a literal lightning in the bottle scenario.
Those little moments, yeah. That was a bit of a cheap move there, game, but all right.
Yeah, but it makes up the difference with all these.
That's fair. That's appreciated.
Dear.
And you know what? Look on the bright side, fellas. After this, I think we're not going to have to worry about that ghost anymore.
Okay, so that's just a gimmick just for this world.
Yeah.
Just for this world.
Oh.
Yes!
Also, that's where the key is.
Yep. Cheeky.
There's no way he'll catch up now.
Don't. Okay. Done.
Come along. Oh.
Oh no. The ghost is coming. No! Get away! Something about its spindly arms, it is a little freakier to me than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
And a little sound it makes, but hey, there you go. One more boss.
And now we've made it to Cactus Jack's ranch. Cactus Ranch was a simple cactus with a gecko on top, and then Bear Dante said, "Let's fuse them."
What?
Whoa!
Did I
see.
have to be this hefty? Yes.
Yes.
It really amused me.
And I was watching my weight.
I can see it too.
Damn it.
Now, what were you giggling about before we got to the boss?
Ah.
Oop!
I was just thinking about something completely different and inappropriate.
Ah, okay.
Oh, come on, Logan. It's a family-friendly picture.
Okay, fine. I was thinking of that freaking Simple Flips like thing that he was listening to the other day, like many years ago. But like the meme of the 15 dudes at Ramrod Ranch.
Oh, you know what? I used to be part of a friend group that quoted that thing religiously. I had no idea as to what the context of it was, nor did I want to. I was just aware that it was not family-friendly, and that was the extent of it.
Wow! Jeez!
Yeah, be careful of Cactus Ranch, because he's a speedy little demon.
My gosh, he's actually way faster than he has any right to be.
However, that's also his downfall.
Doop.
Okay, so fair enough. So just avoid the machine gun fire and then just get the heck away from the center of the room.
Oh, no.
Now I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Where'd he go?
He does that freaking thing from Rayman.
Yeah!
I love how just nonchalant the hit animation is. It just kind of looks like you just nudge him. It's like, yeah.
Huh. But then there's this move, which I'm like, that's like borderline, like a little chaotic.
Ow, he got me.
But dizzied.
But the joke's on him because
Oh,
I got
there
him!
you go.
He's just like, I have never considered this realm a possibility.
Would you get your nose out of my crotch?
Sorry.
Boop. Bye-bye, Gickle.
Where'd he go? Oh well.
Croc hits the cactus.
And now, to end things off in this world, Defeato Burrito!
What? Is that an actual villain? Do we have to fight him?
No. You know what, that would be funny though if that was the name of the boss.
Oh,
ow.
what just... It didn't even look...
I'm
like,
not-
I imagine it was a projectile, but it didn't even look like the projectile hit you. It just looked more like he was just gesturing at you, and the very act of the gesture offended you so badly that it killed you.
Croc got spooked.
He taunted me all DMC style.
Listen, Croc, being the sensitive Christian boy he is, could not handle the idea of someone flipping him off.
Sensitive Christian boy. God damn it, he does look like the mascot for some sort of like Christian after school special. But again, thankfully with these levels, we don't have to worry about much else aside from the occasional like crystal and extra lives, and then the puzzle piece.
And... whoop. You know what? Maybe that's why he ate Lara Croft, because he was concerned that that her visuals would be a bad influence on the children.
Yeah. But then how would that explain him eating Mario and Crash Bandicoot?
Well, Crash is seen as a very crude individual, and he probably thought that he'd be too crude and also be a bad example for the children. As for Mario, stereotypes.
Either stereotypes, or he was just really that vengeful over him being tossed to the curb after the Super Nintendo days were over.
Possibly. You have any input on all
Again,
this?
that's a case where I could just see it being a simple case of petty revenge.
Yeah. You got an input on all this, Logan?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just a bit... Nah. No, I don't
No!
Kim.
You're not to my papa!
Couldn't.
You're not my... Yes, I'm your papa. No, you're not my papa.
What was that
Oh.
from?
Oh, it was from a, it was from, like, a live Mario thing that Martinet did years ago.
Oh.
Right. Like, this was right around the time when I think the DS was launching.
Right. And I remember, because that same one was also the birth of a really amusing gag where it's like, Watch my impression of Pinocchio. Oh, Sony, they're fantastic. And his nose just grows.
It was just like, who programmed his nose to do that? Because it was too good of just like a big freaking snoz.
I think a very similar
Honestly,
thing.
all that was
'cause-
missing was just like an elongated sound effect.
Yeah, I think that there's also, like, because I think they made a Wario one too, and he has a very similar thing where his eyes can bug out like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Auga! Wow! Man, I miss when those were still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
There
Yeah.
you go.